Hey, hi, how you doing? This is Ryan, and welcome back to the Gamertron Show. Can you believe we're almost through April? We're almost halfway through the year of 2023, and oh, what a year it's been when it comes to gaming. Truly, one of the worst years in gaming of all time. Absolutely no good games released whatsoever this year so far. Am I right, Internet? But then again, that's every year, isn't it? There hasn't been a single good video game released since Q*bert in 1982. I jest, of course. With my obligatory YouTube clickbait and ragebait out of the way, holy shit, ladies and gentlemen, 2023 is looking like an extraordinary year for video games. In the past 3.5 months alone, we have had so many critically acclaimed titles released from both the AAA and indie space, including, but not limited to, Dead Space Remake, Resident Evil 4 Remake, Metroid Prime Remastered, Octopath Traveler 2, Wulong Fallen Dynasty, Wild Hearts, Atomic Heart, Hi-Fi Rush, Barotrauma, Have a Nice Death, Dread Templar, Dredge, and many more. What a delectable buffet of quality and variety titles to pick from. I, of course, haven't bought or played any of these games myself because, one, I was busy replaying all the games from 2022 for a recent large video project that I hope you will all go check out and watch, but also because I'm poor and can't afford any of these games. Canadian digital taxes are a bitch, and groceries have to come first. But regardless, I am still over the moon with all of these recent releases and their critical acclaim. I just love seeing people actually having fun enjoying playing video games. Yes, we will always have the dark cloud of the internet and these weirdos online who say that every year is the worst year in gaming ever and no good video games released nowadays. We will unfortunately always have those losers, but having more evidence proving that they are definitively objectively wrong, well, I can't help myself but be amused by that. Anywho, what's most important is that we are drowning in quality video games to play. We are only almost halfway through 2023. There are still so many new upcoming games to look forward to. Now, if you're interested, and don't mind me sharing, I'd love to tell you all about what are my most anticipated video games of 2023. Of course, I most likely won't be able to buy or play them anytime soon, for a very long time, as a matter of fact, but nonetheless, I am still excited for these games and anticipating playing them whenever I do. Starting off, 2 AAA video games that have released this year so far that I really want to play are Dead Space Remake and Wild Hearts. I love both the Dead Space franchise and the Monster Hunter franchise, so a remake of one of my favorite video games of all time, you know I'm gonna be all over that. I love Dead Space so much. Have to, want to, can't wait to play the Dead Space remake. And Wild Hearts, well, I love Monster Hunter games, whether it's, well, Monster Hunter, Dauntless, or God Eater. So having a new big budget, high quality IP enter this genre? Oh yeah, I'm most certainly interested. Moving on to my most anticipated upcoming video game releases. Well, let's not beat around the bush. If all of you have been subscribed to my channel for some time and watch my videos for some time, you know one of my favorite video games of all time is Remnant from the Ashes. And as I'm sure some of you are aware, Remnant 2 is coming out this year, the sequel to one of my favorite video games of all time, my favorite video game of 2019. Yeah, Remnant 2 is easily my most anticipated video game of 2023, and everything that has been shown for Remnant 2 so far looks amazing, looks incredible. Absolutely everything I could have possibly wanted from a sequel to Remnant. I just want it now. I need to play it. Now, I just want it now. I fucking love Remnant. I'm so happy it's getting a sequel. I'm so excited for Remnant 2. Oh my god, Remnant 2 can't come soon enough. Remnant 2, most anticipated game of 2023. Easily. However, a close contender, a runner-up, an easy second place in terms of hype and excitement for me is Warhammer 40,000 Space Marine 2! I never in a million years thought Warhammer 40,000 Space Marine was ever going to get a sequel. I mean, the original came out in 2011! Now it's getting a sequel over a decade later? That's insane. The original Space Marine is one of the greatest, one of the best Warhammer 40k video games of all time, and quite frankly, I would argue one of the best third-person shooter action games of all time. It just feels so good to play, even for a game that came out in 2011. It still holds up to modern-day standards. And Space Marine 2, what they've shown so far? Well, Emperor be praised, it looks like more Space Marine, and that's all I wanted, more Space Marine. Only now, instead of fighting hordes of orcs, you're fighting swarms of Tyranids! I am so happy to see the Tyranids getting more love in video game form. The Tyranids are awesome. And in terms of the story of the game, I'm really interested to see what happened to Captain Titus after the ending of the first Space Marine. So yeah, Space Marine 2, easily my second most anticipated and most hyped video game of 2023. Definitely looking forward to eventually playing that. Love the original Space Marine, so happy it's getting a sequel, even though it's over a decade later. Now, while Remnant 2 and Space Marine 2 are my most anticipated video games of 2023, there are still quite a few other games I am most certainly looking forward to. For example, The Last Case of Benedict Fox. I'm a big fan of Lovecraftian horror and Lovecraft-inspired games, and Benedict Fox is ticking a lot of my boxes. I love the art style and the atmosphere presented, the Metroidvania level design, and I'm a sucker for a good noir mystery. Not gonna lie, just about everything I've seen of The Last Case of Benedict Fox leads me to believe that this may be a underrated critical indie darling, possible game of the year contender. Seriously, everything I've seen about this game leads me to believe that this is gonna be a great time. Especially if you're a fan of Metroidvania games, like I am. You know what else I'm a fan of? Third-person melee action-adventure video games, like the upcoming Atlas Fallen. I'm really digging the combat gameplay they've showcased for the game so far. I really dig the unique sand-filled fantasy world they have built here. And I really like the creature and monster designs. These monstrous, magical amalgamations of sand and metal, I find them so cool looking. Also, surprisingly enough, the game's gonna have co-op, and I can easily see myself having so much fun playing this game with a friend. I don't think Atlas Fallen is gonna set the world on fire, but I think myself personally will enjoy it quite a bit. Now the next game I'm looking forward to, I'm sure I'll enjoy, but also kind of at the same time hate playing. And that's Amnesia: The Bunker. I love frictional games, especially when it comes to what I would argue is their masterpiece, Soma, but I've always appreciated their Amnesia franchise nonetheless for all the good it's done for the horror genre. And Amnesia: The Bunker? I love the premise of this. Left all alone in a desolate World War I bunker with only one bullet remaining in the barrel of a revolver, it's up to you to face the oppressing terrors in the dark, keep the lights on at all cost, persevere, and make your way out alive. Yes! Sign me the fuck up! What a perfect survival horror setting. I can already foresee all the screams, all the laughs, and all the nightmares to be had. Hot take, I know, but to me, frictional games never miss. I love their games and looking forward to Amnesia: The Bunker. Moving on from a beloved, well-known IP to an upcoming brand new one, we have Strayed Lights. Again, I love third-person melee action-adventure games, and I really dig the look, the atmosphere, and the art style of Strayed Lights. With a heavy emphasis on vibrant colors, a very fantastical, dreamy setting, and this unique mechanic of having to switch between different colors to attack and parry different enemies, yeah, I dig this. I really dig this. This is checking a lot of boxes for me. I also just personally love checking out, supporting, and promoting new IPs and new upcoming indie developers. The game is coming out really soon, and whether or not it lands with the general gaming community, I myself personally am still going to check out this game. Now, my final, most anticipated video game of 2023, last but certainly not least, we have Luna Abyss. Luna Abyss just looks so fucking weird, and I am fascinated by this game. Luna Abyss is a single-player, story-driven action-adventure video game with fluid platforming and bullet hell combat. What an interesting combination! First person, platforming, and bullet hell? What an intriguing combination of genres. The whole premise of this game is built upon a mystery within a dark sci-fi fantasy setting. The game just looks so out there and creative and inspired, and this is another reason why I love indie video games, because we get unique creations and products and works of art like Luna Abyss. I'm sold on this game. I'm so fascinated by it. Can't wait to see and play the final product. So yeah, there you go. Those are my most anticipated video games of 2023. I still probably won't be able to buy or play any of them anytime soon, but nonetheless, these games excite me. Ladies and gentlemen, I fucking love video games, and just about all of these games that I'm excited for, that I am anticipating, are such brilliant showcases as to why I love video games. The diversity, the variety, the creativity, the exploration and indulgence in imagination, and bringing fantastical dreams and concepts to life. And it looks like the video games of 2023 are going to embody that and so much more. Anyways, that's been a video. Thank you for watching. If you did indeed like the video in any way, shape, or form, please be sure to hit the like button. If you want to help out and support this video, then please share it on social media, Twitter, Reddit, and Facebook. And if you want to help out and support me directly, please consider making a donation via the Super Thanks feature here on YouTube, or donating via the links to my Buy Me a Coffee or Ko-Fi in the description down below. Anyways, once again, that's been a video. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you all later.